You know what that is? Motorhome Mondays. Right. Before we crack on this week, I've got a special shout out to a friend that is retiring. Pete Roundtree. You're retiring. Happy retirement, mate. He's been an AA man for 30 plus years, and he's calling it a day, hanging up the tools, coming off the road, and now it's time to enjoy it. I know you get out and about in yours, so yeah, enjoy it, mate, and we'll catch up soon, definitely. So happy retirement, Pete. Right, let's crack on with this week's question, shall we? Ooh, what is the watch you wear, and are you into watches, like collecting them or anything? So I just got this watch. It's a Huawei. I think it's a GT. I'll leave the link. I'll leave the name here, and then I'll leave a link in the description below. It's really good. I mean, it's got a lot more than the Apple watches. It tracks my sleep. That's what I mainly wanted it for. I wanted it to track my sleep and just be able to give me alerts. It can do all the exercises and track your steps and everything. I can see text messages come through, but I can't reply to them, so it can't distract me. Like, obviously, I'm a driver. I don't want it, distracting me whilst I'm driving, because if you can talk to it and all that, like the Apple Watch, and I might start being tempted to, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? But I can't do that, so but it's a really good watch. I do recommend it, definitely. And the battery life is incredible. You get at least a couple of weeks out of it, And if you don't have it on Do Not Disturb, so the screen don't turn on every time you move your wrist, you'll easily get 2.5, 3 weeks out of it. Next question. Leading on from my watch, really, to tech. What insurance do you have for gadgets? Example, phone, tablet, after they've reached 12 months old and are out of manufacturer's warranty? I don't really do insurance, to be fair. In the past, I have bought things from like Argos and then got like their care plan for like 30 quid or 50 quid or whatever it is, depending on the price of the product. Because I am quite clumsy with things. I do drop things and break things quite easily. But lately, since I've been more YouTubey and doing on the YouTube, sound well out there. I change cameras quite often. I'm changing stuff quite often, so I don't really get anything. I just try and look after it and then sell it on. I put my one rule is I put screen protectors on everything. I've even got a screen protector on my watch, on the glass of my watch. So I put screen protectors on everything as soon as I get it, and then just try and look after it. Put it in a case or put it in something. But yeah, I don't really do insurances. I used to do insurance like through my bank for my phone and all that, but no, I just put them in tough cases and the tempered glass on the front, and then just hope for the best, really. So yeah, that's what I do. Next question is quite a long one, so let's go for it. I recently hired a motorhome for a 2 week holiday for a week's holiday. I was surprised at only 2 power sockets, and more surprised they only worked when plugged in onto to mains power. Do you need to do significant changes other than adding solar to the electrics to be able to charge all your gadgets when going full time and urban? Yes and no. It depends. If you've only got a phone and a tablet to charge, then you could do it with a power bank, a power oak. You'd be fine. And if you've got a bit of solar coming in, then you could run it on them quite easily. If you're trying to charge 240 stuff and use 240 appliances when you're off grid, so then you're not plugged into shore power, you need to be able to have the inverter to come on and then turn all the plug sockets live whilst you're off grid. So yeah, that needs tweaking. You need to connect the inverter, which is connected to your battery bank. So you can have your battery bank, inverter connected to all the sockets that are in the motorhome already, and then as soon as you turn the inverter on, all the sockets become live, which will then take power from your batteries, and which is being fed by your solar. So yeah, you need to do all them changes if you want them to run. Now, I'm not technically minded at any of this. It's just what I've seen and what I kind of picked up along the way. So please do all your own checking first. don't take my word for it, because it's probably not going to be, 100% there. It'll get you there. It'll get you somewhere, but it won't get you there. Mine, I've got two plug sockets. I can switch between the two. So I pull one socket out and put it in another socket, and then it will run on shore power when I'm on a campsite. Take it out, put it in the other one, and it will run on the inverter. So that's the way my system works. Apart from that, you're going to want more 12-volt sockets, probably. The average, I know most van lifers add a lot more 12-volt sockets than USB sockets. So you're going to want more of them. Apart from that, power-wise, no, I don't think you need to do much modding. You might change light fixtures and fittings and that here and there. And it's just about a case of adding stuff, really, that makes it comfortable for you. So, but it is strange that they don't come out the factory with all these goodies. They don't come out the factory with all the 12-volt sockets. They don't come out the factory with all the USB sockets or Type C sockets. And you would think they would. Everyone on my channel that watches it regularly knows that's a massive bugbear of mine. So I'm gonna stop there because I've bored people with it. But next question: do you use BritStops? If so, what do you feel the pros and cons are? BritStops. Now, I did do a video with Steve over at BritStops, which I'll link to up here. It's a great book. It's good for people that want to know where they can go. They can get the book out. I know a lot of people that are long-time members of the Caravan and Motorhome Club have got the book, and then they can get out and they can look where they're going to go and start planning a route. But in brutal honesty, it's quite easy just to call a pub up on the way where you're going to be going through, or where you think you're going to end up in the area, and you can just say, you ring up the pub and say, look, I'm in a motorhome, I'm in a camper van, I'm going to be stopping through, is it alright to park in your car park for the night? I'm going to have a drink and a dinner, is that okay? Not had one say no. We've been in convoy, like with John and Tash and John and Mandy, and the only reason we've not gone to a pub is not because they've said no, it's because they weren't dog friendly for Cooper. So that was fine. That's not the pub. That's just because of our situation. So never had a no, and I don't believe they've had a no either. I don't think many have, because if you're going to go there, you're going to be parked in. As long as they've got a big car park, you park in the corner, out the way. And I've even had a few car parks, pubs let me park there through COVID, even though they couldn't sell me anything. And then I've gone back since things have opened up, and repaid them by having a meal, having a dinner, and having a drink and all that, because that it keeps them going, keeps us going. It's a beautiful circle. So yeah, you can just ring up. There's no qualms about that, to be fair. But some people like the book, so they can just open it up and go, oh, that one does allow us, so we'll ring that. And you can ring that one, and then it says obviously what it is or where it is. And the added benefit to BritStops, I suppose, would be covers like vineyards and farms and little farm shops and things like that. So they're a bonus. But pubs, for pub stopping, just give them a call, or just go in and say, hi, I'm gonna have a dinner in here or a couple of drinks tonight. Any chance we can stay in your car park? You'll be amazed at how many say yes. Next question: what are your thoughts on the declining availability of LPG at forecourts? Well, Shell, as we know, have ended their contract or their agreement or whatever. They've ended their relationship with Autogas, so they are, if not already, because they are around my area, they've all been ripped out. If they haven't in your area, then they will be probably by the end of this year, all ripped out, and I think they're going to be replaced by where the gas tanks usually sat on the forecourt at the back or wherever at the side. I think they're going to try and make them spaces. This is pure my speculation. I think they're going to make them spaces into electric charge points, so they can fit 4 or 5 cars where the tank used to sit, and then they can all charge there, have a coffee, then they're on their way. Yeah, I'm hoping that, now I know Morrison's have said that they're not reducing their LPG capacity, they're only going to increase it over time, which is a good sign. And I hope that other people will come in and go, right, there's a void in the market, we'll take it. That's what I'm hoping. I know BP do a little bit, and I know a few independents do, you know, here and there. But hopefully Morrison's take a bit more. I know Sainsbury's do a little bit, so hopefully they take a bit more. And then, yeah, hopefully BP step in and take a bit more. Because it is few and far between now. Like around my area it is. I will probably, maybe if it starts really dwindling, then look towards diesel heater or some sort. But definitely, if and when I do another motorhome, I will look towards a diesel heater for sure. Yeah, it's not great. It does suck a bit, but it is what it is. What can you do? And the last question, which I've had quite a few of, which I'm not really going to answer right now because it's going to be in this week's vlog. So, do you use dog bowls instead of plates and bowls? Alright, okay, I'll answer it, but I won't tell you why. You'll have to find that in this week's vlog. So yes, I do use dog bowls for my food. Find out why in this week's vlog on Friday. God, it's like I'm a professional YouTuber leaving a little hook ready for the vlog. Look at that. It's like I should be doing this full time. I should be getting used to this now. You know. Right, that is this week's questions. If you've got a question for next week's Motorhome Mondays, drop them in the comments below or send me an email, Darren, DARRAN @theovermotorhome.com, or drop me a message on Facebook or Instagram. I'll add them for next week's Motorhome Mondays. Take it easy, guys. Bye.